Alex. Currently, I am a fishless fisherman. It's comedic at this point how many times I've been fishing, setting up everything right seemingly, and just getting nothing. So I figured I'd have to share it and join me in this journey. We're gonna get one. All right, we're here at the Kings River. As you see, we've got plenty of water. We've got good shore access, a lot of structure. This should be the perfect place for bass or carp or even catfish, whatever. And I'm going to show you. I feel like I've got everything set up. We've got on the first rig, we got a weightless wacky. Okay, bass. Look, like, you can't get any easier than this. The weightless wacky. Number 2, topwater frog. Okay, there's a lot of cover here. This is going to be on the surface. Like, how could you resist? We got the topwater frog, one of the best bass lures of all time. And to make it even simpler, I've got a drop shot carp rig with a bobber. Okay, kids fish with these. Like, how can you not get a fish on that? I tied the drop shot. I've got these little carp marshmallow vanilla things. I'm following the setup. We've got everything in line to get a fish. So if we don't get one today, it's just gonna prove my point. Okay, so let's go. As you can see, there's evidence that people have fished here. That's what I'm looking for. There's like something stuck in the tree over there. I see some ripples on the water. It's literally about to be jump time. It's overcast, okay? I feel like the conditions should be perfect. There's literally people over there fishing. This is a dam, so we got some backflow. Let's just get fishing. So I'm gonna set up some passive fishing. Got this drop shot rig. It's gonna sit, okay? It's just gonna sit over there. I'm gonna throw this over there. It's gonna go into the shallows. This is gonna put it right in some carp's face, and we're gonna set it up on this makeshift rod holder, this tree right here. Kind of get me a good cast on this little tiny old rod. How about this? Okay. Watch. Let your drag out. Okay, fish. We'll see that while we're going over there. And this is just gonna sit here. Now, if anything grabs that bobber is gonna go under. Okay. Now, I'm gonna throw my topwater frog real quick. I'm looking right down this shore here. See all these sticks, all these cover? Gotta be a bass somewhere in here. There's gotta be a bass somewhere in here. So let's just give it a little cast. Okay. So with the frog, I'm looking at this stuff sitting on top of the water, literally with my own eyes. Watch the fish jump over there. So they've got to be in this area. I'm going to put this right on top of the mud over here, and we're going to see if a bass is going to hit it from the bottom. Part of every fishing trip, for me at least, is I see all this junk tangled in the trees, and all I see is free tackle. Okay, so it's super muddy here, which is probably why somebody didn't grab it. But I, on the other hand, need a free tackle from this tree. And there's like hooks and stuff in here, so I see free money. I'll break this junk off. This is how I get a hook sent through my finger. Didn't get the green bobber, but I got like 3 or 4 good hooks out of this. Somebody was using really thick line here. See? It's pretty stuff. We've been here for a little while, not really getting anything. The stationary line has been stationary. I'm gonna give it one last cast, right? And then we're gonna move on to a spot where I know the carp hang out. So we're gonna hit that next. Here we go. Send it out there. Bring it home. We're gonna move spots. Spots a little down this way. It's dumb. I'm just gonna So, went to try out this new spot, and I'm wearing Converse, and the bottoms are worn away. and I was gonna go down this angle. I used this fence for support, no support, and I slipped on the stinking reeds. It's like I'm about to do again. I came down this way. I was running to catch myself. I tripped on this bar right here and literally went straight into the muddy black carp water. So that's how this day is going so far, but it's not going to stop me. The fish are going to bite. That was not a good idea at all. Look. So right across the way is where I almost fell and died. So we're moving to this new spot. A little trail, a little step down. I know there's carp in here. I've seen it with my eyes. So there's like frogs and bass and carp. So we're gonna go down this way and we're gonna get something. It's a little backstory about me and my fishless fishing career. Technically, I have caught a fish. I've caught one fish in my entire life, and I wasn't even trying. It was an accident, if you will. I wasn't even fishing for fish. I was fishing for crawfish. I had like a little bit of line and like a tiny hook, only to hold the meat on that I was catching the crawfish with, because the crawfish would literally grab onto the meat and you'd pull them out of the water. And I felt a crawfish on the end, so I pulled it up, and it was like a tiny bluegill had grabbed it and somehow gotten caught on the hook. And that was when I was like in elementary school. And so I wasn't even trying. I've been on 8+ hour fishing trips. I've been out on the boat. I've been on the shores of many, many, many lakes. I've spent hours and hours and hours fishing and still have gotten nothing since I've been trying. There's a little context for you. So we've already been here for over an hour, and unfortunately, casting my frog, my bobber's still over there in the water. I don't know what to say. I guess it's just literally another day with no fish. I was kind of trying to film this video like ironically, but it proves the point. And so, you know, I'm just gonna do a last cast and then we'll probably get out of here. Got the wacky worm. That was a terrible cast, and I'm gonna try that again. No wonder you haven't caught a fish yet. And somebody's shooting over there, scaring all the fish away. I forgot to calibrate my wacky worm for all this time. It should be fine. Last cast, right? Keep bouncing it off the wall. Right here. That's the best part about fishing. Literal free stuff. Free swim bait right there. Sitting right in the grass. Somebody else was trying the spot too. Always on the lookout. This is the second find of the trip. Little white swim bait. Don't have backup shoes. Fishing is a learning opportunity. I don't like just come out here and waste my time. Well, I kind of do, but I try to learn everything I can about how to catch fish, and every takeaway, every experience, I try to learn something. And so in hindsight, as long as these videos continue, as long as I'm going fishing, as long as I'm remaining the fishless fisherman, I'm gonna do these in hindsight. Today, looking back, it was kind of overcast today. So I feel the frog was a good play because it makes movement, it's top water, but I couldn't get the frog where the fish were. It was really shallow right there, so I don't believe the fish were there. I feel like today I could have gone to a better location with deeper water, and since it is overcast, I should have used it like a spinner bait or something that kind of churns up the water, flashes all the light it can get. I felt like the drop shot rig today was a good play, but I guess the carp weren't hungry, and I guess the fish don't want what I'm giving them, which, go figure. Unfortunately, I did not tie a good knot last time, and I threw my spinner bait straight into that's kind of like the wrap up today. So maybe we'll get one next time, but we'll see. No fish. The fish are gonna bite.